Let me go out to attorney Rahul Manchanda. Thank you for being with us, Rahul. Tell me about the extradition treaty between the U.S. and Bahrain. In other words, if another case does pop up, if there is another little boy lurking out there somewhere, can we extradite Jackson back?
Right. Well, there actually is no extradition treaty between the U.S. and Bahrain.
Oh, good to know.
Right. The reality is that if something does come up in the United States, it would be very difficult to bring him back to the United States. And the reason for that is that Bahrain really has a very liberal policy when it comes to extradition, so we couldn't even bring him back if we wanted to.
And another issue, I'm trying to understand the culture in Bahrain. What is their tolerance for child molestation?
Well, it's a very good question. The reality is, on the books, in the statutes, there is a very strict policy. It's based on Sharia law, which is Islamic law, and that states that these kinds of crimes are punishable by imprisonment, death, and what have you. Probably even more strict than the U.S. and Europe. But the reality is that Bahrain is also seen as sort of a getaway's paradise for people from Saudi Arabia, for example, or countries dominated by Wahhabism or Sharia law, and it's seen as sort of a resort-type place in the Middle East. That a lot of people venture to sort of escape the confines of the Middle East, which is, they frown on alcohol, they frown on other sorts of activities. So Bahrain is sort of seen as a very liberal, hot spot in the Middle East, if you will.